Hi there. I thought I'd do a little video to show you how I made this box. It says today is the perfect day to be happy and have a Snicker. Thought it was a cute little box to put on someone's desk, maybe someone who's having a bad day, or just a cute little gift. And this slides open to put your Snickers bar in there. Cute, eh? Okay, let me show you how I made it. So, when I made it yesterday, I really struggled to make these flowers. I had a hard time with the punch to line them up. This is the stamp that I used, Bunch of Blossoms, and the Blossom Builder punch. But today I had much better luck. Let me show you what I did. I'm not going to make the flower. This is the flowers I made, but I'll sort of go through how I made it. So, I made myself a template of how they punched out. Just punched it out of some scrap, and I put it in here to line it up in this stamp positioner, and then I lined up the stamps so that they fit in the spots, and then I came along with my cardstock. You can see I already punched that one, and lined it up, and then stamped the first layer, and then stamped them again with the second layer of stamps over top. And I knew that they were lined up then, that I could come along with my punch and just line them up and punch them out. And then you just make as many petals as you need for your flower. I think I put 6 in mine, 6 petals. And just glue them along, and then I use my bone folder after and just kind of shape them a little, and got a couple of flowers. Okay, let's make the box. So for the box you need a piece of cardstock that is 3.5 by 4.5, and a piece that goes around the box that is 8.5 by 3. Let's score them. So the box you just score at 3/4 of an inch on all 4 sides. Like that. And then the piece that goes around the box on the 8.5 inch side, or the long side, you're going to score at 1/2 inch and 2.5, 3.25, 5.25, and 6. And then I put one little line in at 6 1/8, and on my scoreboard it's the next line over. And that's just going to give us a little room to fit the lid here, because it's going around 2 pieces of cardstock. It just gives you a little extra space. And then one more score at 8 1/8, which is 1 past the 8 mark on my board. Okay, so we'll fold and burnish all those lines. Oops. More to go. And then on the box, okay, and then we'll cut the box. Just cut up the score lines in the corners. I just wedge them out a little bit, helps the box fit a bit better. Go. There we go. Those out of the way, and we'll glue those down. press them into place. I like the glue, the wet glue. It gives you a little bit of time to get everything lined up. And it holds really well too. Okay, and then to make the finger holes, somewhere to grab to get at the chocolate, I just use this 1/2-inch hole punch. Isn't it the cutest thing? Put it in on the sides all the way till it stops, and make it in the middle and punch out little finger holes. Center that. Okay, now we'll go to the wrap part. So this is going to fit around the box like, make sure I get this right. I'll just do a little dry fit. There. So that's why I put that second line in there. It just gives a little more space for the back of the box to come around like that. So we're going to put our window in the top here in this piece. And I just used a rectangle die that I had. It's a stitch die. It just seemed to be the perfect size to fit my Snickers bar. So I just lined that up and centered it. I'll bring out the big shot. Oh, this is going to be noisy and maybe a little shaky. My big shot's quite dirty, I see. Okay, run that through. Get that out of the way. And take the die out. Now, keep this piece because this is what I used for the sentiment on the top. We'll take the die out. And I just put a piece of acetate on the back to make the window. I already cut this out. Just put it on the underside. And I just use tape to secure mine. Seems to work well, and it won't be seen because it's underneath. And I'll get that in place. Oops. I'm just going to cut this piece of tape in half because it's too wide. I don't want it hanging off the edge. There we go. Now I used a corner rounder just to on the flaps, just to make that little decorative corner. So we'll do that. Oh, make sure I get the right one. This one. Okay. Punch those. Now we can put our box together. So start at the back, and we'll just, I'm going to crease those again because the tape's on the back there. Okay, so we'll wrap this around. Make sure it's all going to fit. And we'll put a little bit of glue on this back piece. Not too much, you don't want it squishing out the side and sticking to the box. Let's make sure our box comes out. Oh! Need to hold that a bit longer, I think. Okay, there's our box, ready to decorate. So the flowers are just going to sit on top like that, and we're going to tuck this in here. So I used, from this set, I used the Today's the Perfect Day to Be Happy. And I already got that mounted, and I'm going to use Early Espresso. Seems to be my favorite color of ink these days. Ink my fingers. Now I put it a little bit to the right side just so there's room to tuck it in, and it just fits. Oh look, I inked my desk. Okay. And I just back that on a piece of matching cardstock. We'll glue that on. And just give it a trim. Like that. So that's going to go in there. And I think we'll do the inside piece. So for that I used this stamp set, Thoughtful Banners, and I punched out this little window here, or I stamped out the little window and put "and Hava" from this stamp, and I put that on there and punched it out with the label punch. Just line it up, punch that out, and I just glued that to the inside. Like that. Just going to press that down a little bit. Make sure my glue sticks. We can put our Snickers bar in. I'm going to have to borrow from the one I already made because I don't have any more Snickers left in my stash. I don't know where they went. Slide that back on. Okay. Now we're just going to glue the flowers on. And I have a leaf, which also came from the set. This one isn't part of the punch, but you can stamp it out and it's fairly easy to fussy cut out. Alright, let's glue these on. I'll get the flowers on and then tuck the other pieces. Okay, I'll put that one on top. Put that under there. Just tuck it under so you can still see the words. I suppose you could even hot glue these on, it might be a bit quicker. And we'll tuck the leaf. Under there. There, we'll set that aside to let the glue dry and we're done. There's your little box. There. Today's the perfect day to be happy and have a Snicker. Love it. Think it's cute. Oh, my flower's not going to stay. I'm going to hold that. Okay. Thank you.